If you're a dog owner in Sheridan, Wyoming, you already know how amazing it is to have a dog here. But finding the right trainer, well, that can feel like a pretty big task. So that's what we're going to break down today. We'll give you a clear roadmap to help you confidently pick the best professional for you and your dog. First, let's just picture the goal, right? Imagine strolling down historic Main Street, leash held loosely with a calm, happy dog. Or think about heading out into the Bighorns for a hike, knowing your dog is going to listen and just be a ton of fun to have around. That's what we're aiming for. So where do you even begin? Well, the most critical first step is understanding a trainer's core philosophy. This is the foundation for absolutely everything else. Today, the best, most effective method is what's called positive reinforcement. And this is way more than just handing out treats. It's a modern, science-backed approach all about rewarding the behaviors you want to see more of. It makes learning feel like a fun game for your dog. And, more importantly, it builds this incredible bond of trust between the two of you. Now, on the flip side, it's also really important to know what to steer clear of. If you encounter any trainer who uses tools or techniques that are based on fear, intimidation, or pain, that's a huge red flag. Those methods are outdated, and honestly, they can do some real damage to your dog's confidence, often making behavior problems even worse.
Okay, so now you know to look for trainers who use positive reinforcement. What's next? The next step is digging into their professional qualifications. How can you tell if they truly have the expertise you need? You're probably going to see a bunch of acronyms like these, and they can look a little confusing at first, but they really do matter. Certifications like CPT-TK or KPA-CTP tell you that a trainer has passed some pretty rigorous exams and they're committed to keeping up with the latest science. And for more complex issues like serious fear or aggression, something like an IABC-CDBC certification is a sign of specialized expertise.
So when you're talking to a potential trainer, think of it like an interview. Here are 6 essential questions to ask. For example, asking how they work with a fearful dog can tell you so much about their patience and their methods. And number 3 is a big one. Always ask for local references. Hearing from other dog owners right here in Sheridan is one of the best ways to get a real feel for a trainer. All right, you know how to find a qualified person. Now let's get into the practical side of it. What do the programs look like, and what can you expect to budget for dog training here in the Sheridan area? You'll usually find 2 main options. Group classes are fantastic for socialization and for practicing skills around other dogs and people, which is, real life. Plus, they're often more budget-friendly. Private sessions, on the other hand, are tailored just for you and your dog. They're perfect for tackling specific issues at home, like jumping on guests or that classic counter-surfing habit. So what does this actually look like for your wallet? Based on recent averages in Sheridan County, you can expect a 6-week group class to run somewhere between $140 and $250. A single 1-hour private lesson is typically in that $80 to $120 range. This should give you a pretty good ballpark for what to expect. Training doesn't just happen in a class. It's really about applying those skills out in the real world. So let's talk about our community here in Sheridan. What are the rules you need to know, and where are some great spots to go practice? Being a great dog owner means knowing the local rules. Here in Sheridan, the big one is that your dog has to be on a leash that's no longer than 6 feet when you're in public. Wyoming state law also requires a current rabies vaccination. And it's good to know that excessive barking can be considered a nuisance. A good trainer will help you work within these rules so you and your dog can be great neighbors. And once you start learning new skills, you need places to practice. The Sheridan Dog Park is perfect for working on things like recall in a safe, off-leash environment. For a nice, calm leash walk around people, Kendrick Park is just ideal. And for practicing those leash skills with more distractions, the trails and pathways along Blacktooth Creek are fantastic. Of course, the Bighorn National Forest is right there for more focused trail walks. Finding the right trainer is a choice that pays you back every single day. It means having quieter evenings at home, more relaxed walks through town, and just the freedom to really get out and explore all the amazing places Sheridan has to offer with your best friend right by your side. Good luck on your training journey together.